Today I'm going to share a travel charger with you that I've been using for the past 6 months or so. I still like this card travel adapter that I've been using for years, but with the introduction of GaN technology, travel adapters have been getting much smaller and more powerful. The one that I have here is by Minix, and it comes in 2 sizes. This is the smaller 65 watt 3-port version. It also comes in a slightly larger but more powerful 100 watt version with 4 ports. As an example, this is an older Anchor charger, 65 watt, 3 ports, very similar to this one, non-GaN, and you can see the size difference. Also comparing it to the card charger here, the Minix is 65 watt output, while the card is 45, and you can see that this thing is almost twice the size. However, all of the adapter plugs are built into the card charger, while on the Minix here, it is smaller, but the adapters are separate. I think this can both be a good and a bad thing. For example, if I'm just traveling around the US, then all I have to take is this tiny charge block. However, if you're traveling between countries with multiple adapter types, then you may have to take all 3 pieces. It does come with a nice little drawstring bag, which is large enough to hold the charge block and 1 adapter, but not really all 3 of them. So like most international travel adapters, this thing comes with a bunch of plugs to use in multiple countries, the standard Type A US plug, the Type G plug for UK, and the Type C Euro plug. However, the Type A doesn't swivel to convert to a Type I, like a lot of adapters do. Charge cord here, so you can't use this thing in certain countries like Australia or Argentina. Now, as far as using all the adapters, it's pretty easy to connect them. If you're in the US, then the 2-prong just folds right down out of the unit. The Type G and C adapter plugs both work the same. There's 2 slots on the back of the adapter here that are going to line up with the Type A prongs on the charge block when they're facing up. And all you're going to do is take the adapter, get it lined up there, and it just pops right in. Now let's look at the power capacity on this charger. This one has 3 ports, 2 USB-C and 1 USB-A for a total power output of 65 watts. This is way more power than you're going to need to charge your average cell phone, which typically takes anywhere between 5 and 18 watts. However, the 65 watts is enough to power many laptops if you have a USB-C power delivery port. For me, one of the biggest benefits on adapters with large wattages like this is you can replace the power cord on your laptop, or you can charge multiple devices simultaneously. So for example, if you are traveling with your laptop, instead of taking the charge cord plus a wall cord for your cell phone or tablet, you can just take this. And if you want to know how much power your laptop needs, check the little black box in your power cord. See, my Dell here takes 45 watts, which means I can charge my laptop using this thing, which can power up to 65 watts. But if your computer has a charge requirement higher than 65, that doesn't mean this won't work. It'll still charge your laptop, but it's going to be slower, and it might put additional strain on the charger. And if that's the case, then you might want to look into the slightly larger 100 watt version of this charger. Also keep in mind that 65 watts is the max output for a single device that you have plugged into either one of the 2 USB-C plugs. And then when you start plugging in additional devices, the wattage is going to split between them. So I have 2 USB-C plugs in here, which are each going to be putting out about 30 watts each. And again, if you plug a 3rd device into here, it's going to split the wattage even more. The output going to each device is going to depend on the port and how many you have plugged in. However, you don't need to worry, because remember I said earlier, the max output on cell phones, tablets, smaller devices is generally max 18 watts. So because this is 65, you can easily plug 2 cell phones and a tablet into this thing. However, there's probably not enough power in here to charge 2 laptops simultaneously. In summary, this is a great little travel adapter, lots of power in a tiny little package at a decent price. A 65 watt output and 3 ports is going to make this a good choice for most travelers, unless you have a very high powered laptop or just a ton of electronics. And if that's the case, then just go with the slightly larger 100 watt version of the charger. So that's all I have for the Minix 65 watt travel adapter. Stick around. I have a whole bunch of gear I've been testing out. I have more minimalist toiletry bags. I've been testing out some more lightweight minimalist travel backpacks. So hope you stick around for those, and thanks for watching.